me, I've just literally been in my car sitting here for like the past 30 minutes in my own driveway because I am just quite frankly sick of being inside of my house. So I'm chilling in my car. I'm going to hop on and do a quick little update because I did do like a community tab like a few days ago or something and told you guys that I tested positive for COVID. So I wanted to get started with like my Vlogmas production and all that stuff, but obviously it felt like I just didn't need to, but I mean, I was just gonna make a video about it because if you're a hypochondriac like me, which is maybe how you found this video, I just think it's really interesting to like listen to other people's experiences with it. So that is what I am here to do today. And it looks like I'm uncomfortable right now, but I'm really not. This is like the best I've felt in quite some time. And yeah, I just have been like sitting outside and just looking at something that is other than my bedroom because that is what I had previously been doing for a very long time, it feels like. Yes, I will just backtrack. Today it is Saturday, November 28th. Will probably be Saturday, November 28th when you see this video if you're watching it when it first goes up. But just like a quick little rundown of what happened, go all the way back to the 19th of November. I got a like text message in our house group, which is like what we call our 20-something small group, basically saying that a friend of mine had tested positive. She had been at our house on that Tuesday and it was Thursday before she had told us that she had tested positive for coronavirus. So obviously due to that being a possible exposure, because she was like literally at my house, I left work. I'm not going to get into like protocols or anything like that at work just because it just quite frankly doesn't matter to anybody on the internet. It was taken care of and all that good stuff. So yeah, as soon as I got the news, I just went straight to my principal and I went home to quarantine until we had whatever I had tested or whatever. So I went home Thursday afternoon and I had been to like a few places in the time span, obviously work being one of them, but I had gotten my nails done and I had gone to also I had an eye appointment. I only tell you these things because I did have to go back and like contact trace and basically inform anybody that I had been in contact with in that like short time frame of me potentially being exposed, which we still don't even know that that person is the person who gave it to me, just because I do go to work and just other things like that. And so anywho, that is what happened. So I went home Thursday, and if you guys don't know me, I am a large germaphobe. I am a complete hypochondriac, and so Thursday night I had started coughing, and at first I just thought that it was just me literally making myself sick, because I've done that several times with COVID, because that's just who I am as a person. Maybe you relate, maybe you do not. Also, sorry if you can hear my dogs, they're so obnoxious. But anyways, I went home on Thursday, started coughing, didn't think anything of it, but because me and my roommate were both around this person, they had been in our house, we both decided that Friday morning we were gonna get up really early and go get a rapid COVID test. That made my third one. I had gotten COVID tests before, and so that was only her first one. And so we woke up Friday and I literally knew that I had it. I woke up so sick Friday morning. You guys, if you've been following me, you guys know that I have headaches, but this was a headache that was like no other headache. It was like a literal COVID headache, and it hurt so bad. So I woke up Friday morning and my roommate was still fine, dandy, whatever, but I woke up and I was like, Alyssa, I know that I have it, whatever. So we had to end up waiting 4 hours for a rapid COVID test, which whatever. But during that 4 hours, I was experiencing all the symptoms and was just essentially in a lot of pain. I was for sure coughing that time, like 100% knew that this wasn't me, like whatever, wigging myself out. I was coughing. I had a terrible headache. At that point, I couldn't really figure out if I was like losing my taste buds or not. I like tried to eat gummies and see, and I definitely was like losing a little bit, but I was like, Michaela, this is literally all in your head. And yeah, so coughing, sneezing, headache. Oh, my body had started to ache at this point. I have arthritis in my knees, and that was like the main point where it was just like excruciating pain, because my body was just aching, as well as my back and all all this other stuff. So I pretty much had every symptom that they talk about you having when you had COVID. And so before I even took that test, I was like, I just know that I have it. So finally around noon we got tested, and they were like, we're gonna go ahead and test you for the flu as well, because we've been seeing that during this time. I was like, okay, cool. So that was like 2 of the swabs going up your nose, because they first did the flu and then did the COVID test. So my nose was like literally on fire after that. And so afterwards we went home. I was like not even hungry, and it was noon. And so Alyssa like immediately they were like, okay, you can go home. It'll be 15 minutes. And we'll call you back with your test results. And so they called her back within like 15 minutes. We had just gotten to the house, and she was like, woohoo, I'm negative. And then like it had been like time kept passing and they had not called me, and I was like, I just know that I had been testing positive. And sure enough, an hour later they called me and was like, they were so nice about it, but they were like, we're so sorry you tested positive for COVID-19. So they went ahead and sent me in some vitamins, which a lot of people, like my little brother had tested positive, but I hadn't seen him or anything, but he was already positive at this point, and he was like, oh well, they didn't give me vitamins. So apparently they sometimes give you vitamins, sometimes they don't, depending on where you go, I guess. But they called me in and gave me a prescription for like vitamins, zinc, and an antibiotic or something. And so Alyssa was super nice. Shout out to Alyssa throughout this whole thing, because she really took care of me, because the first couple days I was just about worthless and so sick. Everything hurt. My blood pressure had started to go up. If you guys have followed along with me, then you also know that I have hypertension. And so at one point I was like, I don't know if I need to go to the hospital. My chest was hurting. My blood pressure had gone super up. So it was definitely scary. It was not fun. So the first couple days I literally just slept. I was dead to the world. I just slept. Like literally my mom showed up to my house. She's never been to my house before, but she like found the house and was knocking on my window to make sure that I was alive, because I literally wasn't staying awake long enough to like call anybody back, text anybody, or anything like that. So that is how just like pathetic and pitiful I was. And so finally, I don't think I started becoming more of a human until like Monday, but I still had a really bad COVID headache. So it was, I think it was Tuesday afternoon when my headache finally let up, and y'all, it hurt so bad. And at this point my stomach had started hurting. I wasn't sure, like, depending on what you look at, everything is a COVID symptom. So I like couldn't tell if my stomach ache was COVID or not. But anyways, I was just really miserable. I did have a fever, but only for that first day that I got tested on, like, I guess that Friday. I may have had one Thursday night, but who knows. But I guess Thursday was my first day of symptoms. And so anyways, now flash forward. Oh, I did have Thanksgiving. This was like the saddest Thanksgiving ever, because I did not get to spend it with my family. It was me and Alyssa. We stayed inside the house, obviously, because we both tested positive. She later tested positive like a day or so after me or something like that, because she got retested. And so anyways, we both sat inside of the house, and we both lost our sense of taste and smell, so we cannot taste or smell anything. So on a holiday that is known for good food, we literally sat, and I don't even know what we ate because we couldn't even taste anything. So it is now Saturday, like I said, so this is like my day 10, and I am obviously just like antsy. We went out and got a walk yesterday. I drove around a little bit just a second ago, like literally just like went and looked at houses. And sorry, I'm like playing with a mask. Anyways, and so yeah, so I still can't really taste anything, can't really smell anything. It's the strangest feeling, because like you can like if I take a drink of something and I know it's not, like if it's not water, like you obviously know it's not water, and you can taste it. Like it's almost like my taste buds are like super muted down, so like I can like taste like little hints of things when I'm eating, but like if I'm craving something, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want this, I'm not gonna be able to like taste it enough to like satisfy a craving for it, if that makes sense, because you just can't taste it. Like yesterday we ordered smoothies to the house, and like we were both talking about how like we could taste the smoothie, like we knew it was supposed to be a strawberry like sweet smoothie, but we just couldn't really like taste it. So yeah, it was just smooth, like literally. So anywho, that has been my past 10 days-ish. Honestly, super terrible. Just wear a mask and take all the precautions necessary, wash your hands, do everything, because I promise you guys, if you have not gotten COVID, you do not want it. I know that that's not gonna, you know, change some people's minds about COVID, but I definitely just like want to do my due diligence in saying that it is awful and you don't want it. And also like the mental capacity of it, it really sucked to be alone on a holiday without my family and all that good stuff. It also sucked really bad to just like be alone. Like for the first couple days, it was just like trying to contact people who I had been in contact with like the first day or so, I guess, and then like just like, I don't know, it just really stunk to feel like you were like so sick and you couldn't even be around anybody. So quarantine has definitely sucked. I don't know what I would have done if I was like quarantining by myself, like living by myself right now. It really would have sucked. I'm very thankful for Alyssa right now. But yeah, so moving on, getting my life back together. I feel 10 million times better. Really the only side effect I have still is that I can't taste or smell, but I have heard from other people that that is something that could not come back for a while. So I am just about as healed as I'm gonna get for the moment, but I do plan on doing Vlogmas, so I did want to just get this video out and say thank you guys. I've gotten emails and comments and stuff like that, people on Instagram and stuff telling me that they were praying for me, and it just meant a whole stinking lot. It really stinks, and yeah, I hope nobody, like I really wouldn't wish it upon like anybody at all. But yeah, so I'm gonna go in because my dogs know that I'm sitting out here. There's also someone walking their dog and they're losing their mind. So I'm gonna go inside now, but I love you guys and I will talk to you soon.